Hey, how you doing there? Henry Olson here from Super Simple Guitar, and welcome to another 5-Minute Friday. Short and simple little lesson that you can take, make your own, and have a lot of fun with over the weekend. So, today we're going to be doing this really cool bluesy thing. It's one of my favorite sounds. It's going to sound a little bit like this. We're going to play the whole thing. It's going to turn into a 12-bar blues kind of thing, but it really is a 12-bar blues with a twist because we're not doing that normal, that normal shuffle thing that you're used to probably hearing. We really have it more of like a Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of sound going there, right? Like Pride and Joy kind of vibe happening, right? So let me show you exactly how we're going to get the sound, right? Also, make sure to stick around till the end because I'm going to have a very special surprise for you when you get there, okay? You don't want to miss any parts of this lesson, okay? So we're going to be taking our first finger and we're going to be holding down the 4th and 5th string on the 2nd fret, okay? And that's kind of like, E minor, but what we're doing is we're holding it with this finger because we want to have this finger muting out that 4th string, right? So that when we hit down the strings, right, we can hit them and not worry about this note ringing, right? So that's the first thing. With the pick, I'm going for the 6th, 5th, and 4th string, right? And then one of my favorite sounds in the world, I hope you enjoy the sound as much as I do, it's the open 1st and 2nd string played right after that. So right? It's a very different sound than if you strum them together, right? It's very different, right? Very different sound. And it's going to sound great on electric guitar as well. If you have an electric guitar, make sure to try this out. So that's our first thing, right? So it's this, right? Okay. So after we do that, first we're going to hit down these strings. And again, we're aiming for, the 6th, 5th, and 4th string. If you accidentally hit only, the 6th and 5th string, that's totally fine. If you accidentally have that 3rd string ringing in there, totally fine too. Again, 5-Minute Friday, I want you to experiment and have fun and not worry about everything being perfect. Play around with this, but that's kind of what I'm aiming for, okay? So, okay, then after I do that, after I hit these low notes, and then hit the high notes, right? Practice that a little bit. If you can't get it yet, it takes some time to practice that. Get that new concept into your system, right? We're going to be doing an upstroke. And then the point of the upstroke is to get this open E to ring out, right? So with that upstroke, if you hit multiple strings on your way up, it's totally fine. That sounds great too, right? I really don't worry about that too much, okay? So see that? So it's this bass up, and then I actually have a dead thing in there. So, okay, I have a dead thing, and the way I'm accomplishing that is with my left hand, I'm just coming down on the strings. Okay, and then we're going up, 3rd fret, 5th fret. Okay, so really slow. See how cool that sounds? Okay, so that's the first time around. The second time around, we're gonna go like this. So now I'm doing a power chord on the 5th fret, which is the A, going down to the G, which is on the 3rd fret. Okay, so and you'll see on the upstroke, kind of by habit, I hit this as well. You can do that as well. You could choose to not hit it on the upstroke and just kind of let that beat, miss that beat, and then just hit the A and the G. Again, something to play around with, right? Make it your own. So one more time, the whole thing. Really slow. We're gonna do that whole thing twice. now the really cool thing is that we can go down to the A, right? We're playing a blues, right? So for this, we're going to do the same exact thing, except now we're aiming for the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. So I'm trying to not have the 6th string ring, right? So you could either mute that out with your thumb, or you could try to be precise with your pick and hit the right notes, right? So same concept. The whole sequence only once, back to the E, same thing. 2 times. Excuse me, only 1 time. And then we're gonna go to the B, which is on the 7th fret with my pointer finger, okay, with my first finger. So we're gonna go. Okay, so I hit it now. Down, up. Then I'm going 7, 6, 5. Okay, so. And then I'm going 5, 3, main riff. And then we're going to end it off with a B7. And then it starts over. Okay, so I know this is a lot of information. Let me play it through for you now really slowly. Then that special surprise that I was telling you about at the beginning of this video is I actually do have this tabbed out. So if I'm going too fast for you, or you're not exactly sure where what happens and where the notes fall, there's a free tab linked right underneath this video. You can get that for free, but please grab that after I show you everything so that you don't miss any subtleties that you need to know. Then that way the tab is going to make more sense for you. Okay, so let's play the whole thing now really nice and slow. And then at the end of the video, go grab that tab. Again, it's free. It'll be much easier for you to follow along. Okay, so let's just do it. Two times, the entire sequence. Down to A. Back to E. One more time. All right, so I hope that this made sense. I hope that it gives you some fun ideas to play around with over your weekend. If nothing else, just try to play around with this, right? Right? So much improvisational things that you could do just with this concept, okay? And then those of you who have been following my 5-Minute Fridays know this is something I'm always talking about. Take this idea, take this concept, make it your own. There's a million different, crazy things you could do. I'm just showing you one way, and then I have that tabbed out so that you have like a structure to practice with. But now that you kind of know where these notes are and you know what works, there's all kinds of stuff that you could do improvisationally to make it your own and have a lot of fun with it, okay? So can I get a hallelujah? I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Have fun with this. Make it your own. Let me know in the comments section how it went. Also, if you record yourself, I'd love to see you play this. Either if you're in my All Access member community, post it to the community. If you want to just leave me a link here on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever you're watching this in the comments, post a link of you playing it. I would love to see you play this. It really does make me feel great when I see people playing something that's kind of my riff. This is my riff, right? So I love seeing those. That's always really fun. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next Friday with another 5 Minute Friday. All right, take it easy. Bye-bye.